I'm joined by Ray Gilley, the CEO of Solodev. It's a content management system that's it's a content management company that's based out of Orlando, and you're here in Albany on Thursday, July 25th, to talk with the mayor's economic development forum and speak at that forum. And for almost 2 hours, you talked about a lot of things, and how Albany can move forward as far as economic development and workforce development. You talked about a lot of things like diversity and education, how to develop the workforce. So, and just quickly summarize what you talked about.
Oh, thank you, Walter. It was a pleasure to be here and share my perceptions and suggestions for Albany-Doherty. I think Albany-Doherty is a wonderful place, and with I think a great set of assets already, both natural as well as human talent, I think, and then a lot of man-made I think assets as well, including the museum. I think is being improved. You got some other great assets too. I think the airport facility just opened. So, and then you got some diversity of economy already, and seeking even more. And I think forums like today, where the community is coming together to learn about economy building and economic development and different components of it, such as workforce and education, and how important that is to economic development, to the growth of business and industry, and as well as the attraction of the kind of business and industry that pays high wages and that can help the community continue to prosper. And so I think the mayor and her team, and Ted and his team, as well as the mayors, I believe she has a coalition, I think a group of folks that are working with her to figure out what next, what kinds of discussion, dialogue, or communication, or next steps that the city and its partners ought to think about to advance economy building here in Albany. I'm very pleased to see the amount of interest by the attendance today, the great dialogue and the great questions that were asked. I think the diversity of talent that is here, the diversity of thought, the diversity of I think business and industry, again, that you have already, I think is a good foundation to build on. Your education institutions, K through 20, I think are very committed to helping to grow and develop a workforce that can be competitive and help businesses to be successful. At the end of the day, what most businesses rely on is a highly productive workforce, and a workforce that is constantly being replenished. And also, because they're not going to find every person they need or all the talent they need here, having a community that's a great place to live. So the environment here that the citizens here enjoy, continuing to develop and improve that is something that is critically important. And I notice from both the existing facilities and new things being planned, including the good work that Ted and his team are doing, not only focused on trying to recruit new high-wage jobs, but focused on trying to recruit additional retailers and other services that citizens can enjoy right here without having to drive someplace else, or that other communities have that are considered community assets. So I think that hopefully the sharing of information and my experiences and some good examples of what others have done in other areas stimulate some thinking, some dialogue, future dialogue and conversations that hopefully leads to some I call strategic doing for the fine folks here in Albany.
Just tell me a little bit about your company, Solodev. How did that company get started, and what really do you provide and why?
Yeah, yes, sir. Pleased to do so. I just joined Solodev, which is a content management software development system company. We're based out of Orlando. We're about, I would say, 12 years old as a company, but specifically in content management software development that's used to power websites and mobile applications. Very unique in that we're one of the few CMS companies, content management software or system companies, based in Florida, only one of 20 probably in the whole United States that's based here. So we write and develop software that's used by large enterprise systems. We have for clients CNL, we have for clients the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission. We also have UHS, which is a large healthcare system organization. We also have not-for-profits. We do economic development groups, city and county governments, convention and business bureaus, of a wide variety of clients. Our software is used, this common software is used across multiple industries and is constantly being revised and updated. And it's a very powerful platform that allows for what we call a responsive design, meaning whether you're viewing a website on a laptop, on an iPad, on an iPhone, or on an Android system, the website will respond to the size of the device and look appealing to the user. And that is a unique, not totally unique to the software we do, but unique in the fact that this software, you don't have to have two different platforms to be able to do that. You don't have to have two different websites to be able to do that. So we're very excited. We're also building and designing mobile applications as well, and doing some unique, cool projects for cities like the city of Miami Beach, where they're making a mobile app, taking a lot of data and information. For example, here in Albany, the state parks, the city and state parks, the water fountains, the events and activities, all those could be on a mobile app that if you, Walter, wanted to know what you wanted to do this weekend, one place would have all that data stored on it. And so then it could be updated. And so, because you don't want to have to go to the city's website and tool around for a minute or two every time, when you could just look at that mobile app on your iPhone, your Android, and be able to see exactly what's going on and have all the information be geolocated. So that's the beauty of what some of this technology, I think, today, and the innovation, and taking a lot of data that the city already has and others, and pulling all that together, and then allowing that data to be turned into mobile apps. Many mobile apps, may not have to be one, but think of the mobile apps as a microsite that has specific information that a person might want to go to many, many times in one day without having to go through a website or Googling up every time.
And lastly, what would you what advice would you give to someone who wants to, those people that are listening who want to help move Albany forward?
Yes, sir. I would say contact the city. The mayor has a team of people working with her. She wants to engage, I think, the entire community to be a part of advancing Albany, and has a number of community partners working with her. So I would say contact the mayor's office, contact Ted and his team at the EDC, and I think both on the website for the city as well as perhaps through Ted's office, they can get information about how to get involved and get engaged in the process, perhaps participate in a forum like today.
Thank you, Ray Gilley, the CEO of Solodev out of Orlando, Florida. Thank you for being here in Albany.
You're very welcome.